So this is a stone bridge that we built. This is a big old hunk of limestone. We built these pillars out of some limestone we salvaged off a burnt down church. And this is the Stonebridge Road, which is a road that's going to eventually lead access to other rentals that we're doing. If you don't know, we're building some rentals. That's like our retirement plan, because we both want to retire somewhat young and then get into some rentals. I don't know, maybe it's a horrible plan, but that's what we're doing. But before we can get started on the road, we got to fix this thing next to you that you can already hear running. The continuity on this intro, especially with the outfits, is not going to be the best. This is our Ford 555 backhoe, and we've done a lot of work to this thing. We use this to maintain our 20 acres that we have, and it's been awesome. The one super annoying thing that I'd like to get fixed sooner rather than later is this thing's not charging. Now, we diagnosed it previously. We thought it was a bad alternator. The alternator was putting out 12 volts. I don't know how you say alternator, but I feel like that might not be the right way. Since I put a new alternator on it when I did this and a new battery, I thought, well, the voltage regulator must be bad. But then when I tested it and it's putting out 12 volts, I thought, well, maybe the alternator's bad. Keep in mind, I'm not a mechanic. I'm just a fellow that's trying his best to maintain what he's got. But a lot of people said, do the voltage regulator. You already got it. It was 20 bucks. The regulator tells the alternator when to charge on this system. So if the regulator is bad, the alternator won't put out what it needs to put out. So we've got it. Let's see if this fixes it. Well, let's get to work. I can't remember if I said that the other day when I was filming the other half of the intro. If you came here for high production quality and professionalism, you've made a mistake. Grab a fancy gravel creeper here. Right here. Here's the wiring for it anyway. So they got the regulator tucked down inside the battery there. I got the old one unplugged, but I got to get it out of there yet. I need to pull this battery out and clean this battery box out. We've had the lid off because I have to jump it every time, but if this fixes it, we can get the lid back on. So let's pull that battery out, which means we got to take this off. Yep. See, I got the battery insulation package right there. Oh yeah, see that it really helps keep the battery secure for you. All right, there's where they got the regulator at. Oh, what's that? No way. It looks like it. Oh, 7/16, almost gold. It was close. Just as a note, they've got it sharing the same holes as the battery cables, which I replaced these cables, so I guess technically I have it routed that way. But it's just getting them smashed on that. We'll see if it's got any damage there, but when we redo it, we'll run out this back hole here, and that way it's kind of its own thing. We'll add some extra insulation to it as well. There we go. Motorola. Just going to use one of these rubber grommets. I got a little assortment kit for them. Get it worked on that edge. There. Should do it fine. That's the potential to hurt. There we go. Still showing 12.2. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the charger and just let it sit to, okay, listen. Okay, hold on. I didn't plug it in. Yep, still 12.2. Okay. Well, I'm gonna put it on charge overnight because I don't have any more time to problem solve it today. Where's that oil coming from? That can't be good. Following morning, I got the side back on. I just put it on the trickle charger last night. We're still just gonna keep jumping it because we know everything should be good on this end and everything should be good on that end too. So it's something in between. But the next couple days are sunshiny, which has been rare so far this spring. I don't want to sit here and problem solve this while the sun's shining when we got dirt work to do. Whenever we were running all the hydraulics for this awesome, I don't know if you can see it down in there, Summit Hydraulics third function diverter kit that we put in so we could run the grapple on the front of this, I took the seat out for better access, and I've just been running it like that instead of taking the time to put the seat back in. So let's just put the seat back in real quick too. How did I get it out? I think I just threw it last time. Now I remember why I didn't do this. Okay. Baby steps. Okay. Must be like this. Yeah, like that. Seems way close though. Maybe like that. 2 bolts should be plenty. It's got a spot for 4, but okay. Beautiful. Last thing I want to do is replace these beautiful welding rod pins I've been using with some actual keepers. Try to keep this scenario from happening. Oh yeah, beautiful. Not that the welding rods haven't been working. Huh? Maybe that's just too fancy for this channel. For a quick fuel stick, make sure we've got enough to do some work. Oh, that's probably 5 inches or more. Feel like a fella can do a lot with 5 inches. That'll be plenty. We stacked up some of this stone last time. We can use that on the approaches. I want to get that knocked out first. So that'll be good enough for now with that approach. And we'll do the same thing on that side. Ah, that's so much weight on that front end that's on the bridge. Oh my gosh. This is not the time to run out of power steering fluid. Oh gosh. Not too far over there. I think that looks pretty good. I'd say these approaches are finished. That ought to work just fine. Some rain help pack those fines in there real tight. Some driving across it help pack it real tight. Heck yeah. Let's move to the next thing. Let's go up and work on some head walls where we put that culvert in. Here's the uphill side of the culvert. Runs underneath the road. This is what we did in the previous video. Pokes its head out over here. And look at all these rocks sitting over here. We dug all those up out of that corner. So the goal, stack one rock on each side of that and then one on top of it to protect the end of the culvert. And then on this side, we're not really going to stack a vertical wall, just kind of tamp in that slope and lay some rocks on each side of the culvert. And then wherever we run out of rocks, we'll just take the bucket and do the old side swipe magic there. Just swing this over on the downhill side and lose it over there. Or it comes down here dragging a trailer or something like that and they run off the road. Well, they tear their stuff up on the rocks instead of tearing up my culvert. You know, that's the idea. I like this one better. Liking it a little better. Yep. I don't hate it. Oh yeah, that's gonna be the top rock for sure. Oh, that's heavy. The boom doesn't like it. Bring it into me, baby. All right. We got the rocks selected. Nimble machine. Let's see. On its side, see if we can't gently spin it. Well, it kind of works. Oh, looks like I need to be a little deeper. Okay. Deeper yet. A whole lot. Let's just all the way to the core here, you know. Get down in it. Find some magma maybe. All right, okay. I think that'll work. too far. Probably good enough, isn't it? Oh, it looks perfect. Looks perfect. I love it. I love it, I love it. Not too bad. If we got some extras, we might put some small ones on the end there, but see what we end up with over there. I like that. I think that'll be just fine. I think it'll look good. We can come in the future and find some smaller rocks and fill in those gaps. Not too worried about that. This will keep whenever triaxle's backing down or a concrete truck way in the future, or me, if I'm putting base rock on this and I'm swinging that nose trying to catch myself, it'll keep me from swinging that nose right off the edge of that culvert. I'd like to still fill that little corner in, oops, with some more of these rocks, but I've ran out down here. So let's start smearing this around with the bucket, and then we'll work our way up the hill to cleaning that rock bank that's up the hill. And I bet we find enough when we do that to fill this little triangle section in. While you guys are over here laying down doing nothing, I did a little gentle rearranging. I think it fits better. We got the gaps to fill with smaller stones in the future like we said, but as far as work with the 555 in this area, I'd say that's a wrap. The next thing I want to take care of is we got this windrow over here at the side. It's got a whole bunch of little saplings and root wads and things like that. So we're going to pick all that stuff out, throw it somewhere where I can get it with the tractor, and then just shove that over and roll it over and let it do whatever it does. We'll just lay these in the road for now, and then I'll, I don't know what I'll do. Either run over them and go get the grapple, or just make it work with the bucket. But we'll get them somewhere out of the way. You guys know that was flat. Hopefully she'll hold up for a couple more passes here. Back on the trickle charger it goes. This is going to be the answer for me for the time being. A little bit of work done in here, seat back, some pins in, oil leak fixed, and we did some problem solving on the electrical system. Still some more work to be done, but here's our temporary band-aid, and quite a bit of work done on the stone bridge, which is what we're going to be doing for a while. Next video back on the road as long as the weather holds out. And if the weather doesn't hold out, then back on stacking on the stone bridge so we can get the rest of the masonry work done on that. And the trail rails and rails for the timber bridge now that it's the hiking bridge. Ton of work, but a ton of fun. It really is a cool time. Remember when you were a kid and you used to play around with Tonka trucks and you're like, man, if only I had a bigger Tonka truck. I mean, we've got us a heck of a toy now. My play box, my sandbox, it's a lot bigger. Yeah. All right, thanks for watching, and hope to see you on the next one.